Great name. Dude, if it's one thing that 13 Folds does, it's give out nicknames.
That was him. That was all Slapdick.
I love it. I love Slapdick.
It seemed to fit. Something about it, I heard the choir of
The
angels in my head.
Slapdick seemed to fit.
Yeah.
I have never heard a girl say that Slapdick doesn't fit. It's the one fucking position that it doesn't matter.
It's great. It works. No matter what.
No matter what. So, speaking of no matter what, I wanted to talk. This is a perfect segue into Jared from Subway.
Oh my God!
So, if you have been paying attention to any news anywhere, you've heard that Jared Fogle, spokesman from Subway, has been raided by the feds looking for child porn.
They're the fucked up ones.
Because they wanted to pad their own collection, or what?
Yeah, they're the fucked up ones. They're the ones with all the child porn because they keep confiscating all of it.
Confiscating.
That's it.
But they haven't accused him of anything. They have been talking about. So he was involved with a charity, and the guy who was running it got busted for child porn, and so now they're raiding his house months later. So who knows what it's about? But everybody is already on the bandwagon. Jared Fogle is doing child porn, and he's already guilty. And see, that's the problem I have is you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, and we've talked about this before.
Not in the media, you're not.
But
well, and I think for specific crimes, and especially nowadays, no. If it's a child thing or a rape thing, if it's now a wife beating thing, then you're not innocent until proven guilty.
Well, the thing is I would assume that if it was child porn, they would have made an accusation already. They would have said this is what's going on, but they haven't even made a statement.
What bums me out, basically he got screwed because it's like, oh, the dude next to him got caught holding a whole bunch of kiddie porn, so now he's got to be like,
So he's guilty of guilt by association until being proven innocent.
Yeah, that sucks. Why the hell go after... He's not even like a Subway spokesperson anymore.
Right. So to add insult to injury, they've moved away from him.
They cut all ties with him.
Yeah.
Because it was false representation anyway. It really wasn't $5 footlong.
And who gives a fuck about
only
Jared
9 inches.
from Subway?
Well, and the worst part is he's probably all twisted up about this now. He's probably going to put all the weight back on.
Oh, I hope so. That'd be awesome.
Have to start eating at Burger King and shit.
If he starts binge eating, he gets fat again. It's going to be like watching Oprah get fat and skinny, fat and
that
skinny.
could be good for his career because Burger King will probably give him a big fat contract, no pun intended, to come and be their spokesman now.
And he can dress up like the king and go shake kids' hands all over the country.
Him and Bill Cosby to get together and do like a fucking new Jell-O ad campaign.
Oh, Jared.
Oh, no.
I'm down. I'm buying stock. I'm buying stock in BK and Jared.
I'm supporting whoever makes Jared fat again.
Shark Week. We were talking about the Mega Shark special, and they've had it,
This is like the second or third year that they've run it.
So they're taking a lot of heat this year for it because they're saying that Mega Shark isn't the Mega Shark they're talking about. The Mega Shark that they're showing on film is actually tail stripe or something like that. Some shark that they tagged years ago and have been following around. He's not the biggest mega shark or anything.
Right. What it really is the Discovery Channel has bowed down to ratings. It used to be about objective science and putting together boring documentaries.
And now it's about Honey Boo Boo.
Exactly. And so even Shark Week, and that's actually, it's a really sad statement. Even Shark Week is not sensational enough for America anymore. So now you got to take fucking great white sharks and somehow like sensationalize them even more.
Well, this shark is actually a well-known Guadalupan shark named Tail Scratch. Did you meet Tail Scratch on your
I did. I saw his act when I was down in Fiji. He's famous.
Did he do that trick with the ping pong balls?
Well, he couldn't do it because his asshole was inflamed. Well, I mentioned we were in Fiji, right?
It's not far from Guatemala.
Right. Except that
right across the ocean.
Right
across the lake.
Just the Pacific.
Just right across the lake.
We do call it the lake out on the boat. We're like, yeah, we're going to go across the lake.
In Shark Week's defense, though, they're super. How many weeks can you really pack full of shark content? They've got to be running low at this point.
Well, it's only 1 week. You only got to do 1 week.
But they've been doing it for so many years.
You got to find new and improved sharks, like Tail Scratch here.
If nature's not going to do it,
what about Sharknado? Or, report on something entertaining.
Actually, I was at my parents' house, and as I was leaving, my dad was watching Shark Week, and the garage smelled like weed. I don't know if that was connected. But,
of course it is.
But anyway, so as I was leaving, they put like a speaker blasting death metal in the water to see if it attracted sharks. And it did.
Nice.
You know what I find interesting?
Fucking science.
At the risk of beating this Shark Week story just to absolute death.
Beating a dead shark.
Beating a dead shark, which again we do on the boat all the time.
In China.
We call it a number 3.
Hey, Liberty, we need you on deck. We got number 3.
Have you noticed that there's been this whole rash of shark attacks
in North Carolina?
In North Carolina, every year it seems like a rash of shark attacks coincides perfectly with Shark Week, and I honestly wonder if
they setting it up?
Is it marketing?
I think it has something to do with the Confederate flag.
Of course,
I think they're protesting the removal of the Confederate flag. From the South.
There's a reason why they're called great white sharks. Do I have to connect the dots for you people?
They did fight for the South in the Civil War. It was documented.
They did, yeah, because the North had the first submarine, and so the Confederates were like, "Yeah, we got to get some sharks."
The North also had so many islands, and they were on all these coastlines. So shark attacks, they're just common knowledge or common sense. You send a bunch of sharks up there.
That's why Dare stopped swimming from the islands. The sharks ate them all.
That's true.
All right. So anyway, that's our Shark Week coverage. And Shark Week's coverage is sponsored by Canacare, Green Side Up, Merchants Bay Card Systems, and Circle Jam.
Well, actually, the Circle Jam was underwriting the Jared story.
Oh, yes.
Merchants Bank Card Systems is not illegitimate, just to clear up what Dave said earlier.
They are incredibly legitimate.
They are super legit.
You can look them up on the NASDAQ. Which took a plunge today.
They actually did. It was a rough day on Wall Street.
Because of China and Greece.
Yeah, the hacking.
Not the movie, but the country.
The machines all went down. The system went down for 4 hours. It was a big deal.
It happens at work all the time.
Yeah, but it's a big difference when it's a printer
and the global banking
market.
structure.
I can't imagine there really is that much of a difference.
Oh, goodness. You can't imagine much. But what I can imagine is going on to another break. Mike,
you want me to take it away?
Take it away, man. We miss you taking us out of this.
Man. All right. Well, listen, everybody. We're gonna go into a break. We got some fresh music coming up for you. Davey's always got the new stuff that no one else has heard yet. So let's sit back, relax, and listen to that. But don't go anywhere because we're coming right back in a few minutes. This is 13 Folds versus the World on Rhode Island Freeradio.org.